What's going on, everybody? Here with you today to talk morning routine, most specifically around breakfast and how to integrate a healthy smoothie into your morning routine. Does this sound familiar? Wake up, have coffee, fight traffic, grab a muffin, and that's pretty much your breakfast routine. If that's anywhere in the ballpark, I implore you to consider prepping yourself ahead of time a healthy, balanced smoothie for breakfast instead. Few reasons why I love a smoothie. Number one, it's hydrating. After we wake up in the morning, our body utilizes our liquid stores for detoxification, for processing. So we use the bathroom in the morning, all of that liquid is getting utilized and we need to replenish. As I understand, we need about 70% of our daily intake of liquid in the morning, or at least before lunchtime, to replenish our stores. So a smoothie will take care of that, as you'll see. Number two, a well-balanced smoothie is nutrient dense. So what we're gonna do is put a whole cup of vegetable, a whole cup of fruit, and a couple thumbs of fat, as well as a couple options for meal replacement, protein dense sub as well, such as yogurt or a protein powder. So when we put it all together, we have a nutrient dense shake that's typically, if we play our cards right, pretty calorically low as well. And finally, it's great on the go. So you have something made for yourself and you can take it to your work in the car, no problem. You can sip it slow throughout the day, no need to rush. And all those pieces put together, it's a wonderful way to integrate a healthy choice into your morning routine. So I have all the ingredients laid out for us already. Not typically how I have a smoothie made, but for recording purposes, it's a little bit easier than watching me chop and pour and look all undignified. So what we have here to start, 6 ounces of nut milk. Now you can use a high quality dairy if you don't have any issues with it. I tend to do a little bit better with a nut milk such as an almond milk. So I'm gonna pour that in, okay? Same thing, about 10 ounces of water. And depending on the consistency desired, you might wanna go a little more or less for yourself. But we really do, again, want our smoothie to be 80+% water, right? So just keep that in mind. Next step, using a nutrient dense powder. This is a full multivitamin and protein powder. You certainly don't have to use it, not inclined to one. Check your online retailers. There are many options now when it comes to meal replacement powders. Just make sure if you look at the ingredients, it's low sugar. There are as few ingredients as possible. Hopefully you can pronounce most of them, and make sure you don't have any sensitivities or reactions to any of the other ingredients as well. If you don't want to use a nutrient dense powder or meal replacement protein powder, you can use a yogurt. A few reasons why I like yogurt: adds a nice consistency to the smoothie. It's high protein and a high quality yogurt. Will also have probiotic strains in it as well, which is very good for gut health. So choose your options there. Typically what I recommend are for yogurts or meal replacement powders, to be frank, is less than 10 grams of sugar. It's good. So keep that on the lookout. Some have added fiber as well, which is great. So add a scoop or two of your meal replacement powder or your yogurt and pop that in if you choose to use that. I won't, but that's an option for you. Next, choosing your fat. So I'm gonna use avocado today. We don't always use avocado. Sometimes it's a coconut cream is fine, or a handful of seeds. I love pumpkin seeds, which is excellent. High magnesium, high fiber, a number of other vitamins and minerals in as well. So that's a great option you can also do. If you're doing like a high fat yogurt, you might just wanna do the yogurt on its own, which is a good option, no extra fat, right? So as we typically do, you want about a palm's worth of protein in your smoothie, which would cover from the yogurt or the nutrient dense meal replacement powder, and 2 thumbs of fat, give or take, right? So I use a little bit more for the avocado, but typically want about 2 thumbs of seeds if you put them in. or a coconut cream as well, because it is pretty calorically dense, even though it is good for us. Next, our vegetable. I like to use spinach. Not everyone can do spinach. Sometimes kale is a good choice. I like a light leafy green that doesn't have too much of a pungent flavor. Baby spinach is a pretty good option for me. I like to do about a fist size worth of the leafy green, right? So that's excellent. That'll give us a myriad of vitamins and minerals depending on what option you use. And it's a nice way to get an extra serving of vegetables in the morning. I typically, unless I'm having an omelet or something, don't really eat a lot of vegetables in the morning. I don't think I'm alone there. So that's a nice option to sneak an extra serving in for yourself. And finally, a cup of berries. Now I'm using fresh today, just raspberries and blueberries from a farm, but you can use frozen. You lose some of the enzymes that are found in fresh berries, but they keep better, and you can often get more of a variety depending on where you are if you get frozen, since they travel better than fresh. So we're gonna pop that in as well, right? Nice color. So what do we have here? We're at about 16 ounces of liquid. We have, give or take, 15 to 20 grams of protein, and we have 2 servings of vegetables and a couple thumbs of fat. I'm using avocado, which is a real win if you like the flavor. It also adds a nice texture to it as well. So we have pretty much a whole meal. And if you think about it, you're eating a bagel, no vitamins, no minerals, no protein, nothing in there, right? Or if you're having just a glass of orange juice, it's super high sugar. Or if you're just having coffee for breakfast, nothing wrong with coffee, but it's really not replenishing what we need, which are vitamins and minerals in the morning, especially a high horsepower smoothie like this. So just gonna pop it on the blender. You'll be interrupted with some nice relaxing elevator music instead of listening to this. And we're back. About 20 seconds on the blend typically puts it together. A little bit longer if you're using seeds in your shakes. It'll take a little bit longer to smooth out. Those can be a little bit coarse on the tongue. And that's it, my friends. Check me out. We got about a liter of fluid, 80+% of that liquid in there. So we're hydrating. We got our vitamins, our minerals, our proteins, our healthy fats. So it's a balanced meal in a to-go cup blender bottle. Easy. Can't be any easier than that. Typically takes about 5 minutes to do. You can do it the night before and have it on the ready. You can do it in the morning when you're getting ready. It's no problem. So skip the bagel, skip the OJ, get yourself a nutrient-dense, protein-dense smoothie. Do yourself a favor. Cheers.